The 2018 champ has the overall lead in 2019. After winning 4 of 6 rounds staged so far, will Celebration give the Wild Foot another shot at the winner's circle? Or can the big horns of the Ram Trucks fleet rise to this rare occasion? Up next, it's a free-for-all freestyle with a high-flying chaser. Monster Power coming at you from the Bloomsburg Fairgrounds in Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania with the General Tire Monster Truck Thunder Drags. And yesterday it was Mikey Vaughters in Overkill Evolution taking his second straight freestyle victory. But something a little bit different is happening today. We can't quite tell you what, but I think Tim Howard's standing by in the pits with a few hints.
Okay, we're over here with Mike Vaughters, the second Overkill Evolution driver. We heard some little rumors going on today, man. We're wondering if there's something special going on today in regards to a 20th anniversary, or is there anything you want to share with us, or is this a closed subject I should not be talking about?
Yeah, it was definitely a historic day 20 years ago here at Bloomsburg. The same day, same hour, basically. It's going to come down to that. So we got something special planned for the fans. It's just cool to keep the, it's going to be like a remake of history.
Wow, we're really excited, you guys. I'm sure you're going to see it on V2 Vid. You're going to see it on Back Channel Motorsports. Keep an eye out for us today. Some historic event, we'll call it, is going to happen today.
A spectacle.
A spectacle. I like the way you said that. Spectacle is going to happen today. All right, Nick, back to you.
Thank you, Tim. Last night we had tandem freestyle run. We did not go without monster trucks during the evening show. After all the tough truck racing wrapped up, that right there, by the way, was the last we saw of Diesel Dave, broken carrier bearing. He is out for the weekend. You know that if you saw our racing coverage. Black Stallion was his tandem partner out there. Mike Vaughters ended up freestyling alone, kicking up some dust. And then it was time for the Ram Trucks fleet to send their top 2 out onto the track for freestyle under the twilight. And of course, we wrap things up with your freestyle leader right now. Mikey Vaughters brought Overkill Evolution out for a quick single, at least half the run. He laid down some awesome moves. Of course, the popper, kind of a wild popper, had to set it down quick. He was headed over toward the wall. He wasn't alone, though. Shortly after he got the momentum up in his run, he was joined on the track by Christian Stormin Hill. It was an awesome evening of high-flying, full-throttle, monster truck freestyle action. If you want to see more complete coverage of these tandem runs, check out our friends over at Midnight Madness 4x4 for all the action and more. The king of the monster trucks. We're wrapping up an awesome evening under the fireworks. There's going to be more fireworks here this afternoon. Stay with us here in Bloomsburg. Can the King take another victory on the 2019 freestyle season? Find out next.
This Back Channel Productions program is presented in part by Monsters Monthly. For up-to-date show and ticket info, articles, event breakdowns, and a wide selection of photo and video galleries, visit monstersmonthly.com.
At the beginning...
The 2019 General Tire Monster Truck Thunder Drags continuing from the Bloomsburg Fairgrounds, Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania. Sunday afternoon freestyle under the summer sun. Open things up here with Curt Kramer, the General Tire Ram out of Champaign, Illinois. Kramer picked one heck of a machine to start his career off with in his first full season. Jumped into the seat of this truck middle last year and growing leaps and bounds, but still trying to kind of get his legs underneath of him at the wheel of a monster truck. And again, this is a tough machine to start it with all this horsepower. Nice hit right there. He's not afraid of it, but he does want to put it in the trailer in one piece this weekend. Back in Lima, Ohio, you may remember the Sunday afternoon freestyle. He rolled the truck in the best strict competition, then came out and ripped the rear suspension completely out from under the thing. Had to do a lot of work to get that truck down the road to its next event. Here, he'd like to put it in the trailer without too much trouble as he kicks up the dust under these sort of drought-like conditions we have this weekend. It's notoriously dusty here in Bloomsburg, but to say it was dusty this afternoon is an understatement. Those of us on the stage after some of the tough trucks went by are a different color than we were when we started the afternoon. Kramer trying to find his next move. The flow and the speed will come with seat time. It's just something he's got to get used to. It's not quite second nature to him yet, but that will come as he gets more and more runs under him, though. He's going to lay down some nice donuts here. Ripping up the sod, we know, but we can't see it through all the dust. Curt Kramer and the General Tire Ram warming up the crowd for our next two freestylers here. I doubt this will be the winning run, but still, laying something down he can be proud of. He's had some good air. He had some nice donuts. We'll see what he does to wrap this run up. Another good hit right there. This grass is making it a little bit hard for these guys to get the slap wheelies they're used to getting out of these Hall Brothers racing machines. A whole lot of horsepower there. Can get out from under you real quick. And this team has been having mechanical problems, believe it or not, as consistent as they've been in past years. Here at Bloomsburg, it's been a real struggle for them. The Raminator truck, which you'll see coming up next, as Curt Kramer looks to be winding down his run right now, I believe. And yes, he's going to park it right there in front of the grandstands. Get some cheers from the crowd. Not a bad run from Curt Kramer, but as I was saying, the Raminator truck comes into this freestyle event with some damage to an axle shaft he broke in the racing competition, but he managed to get his only final round victory here in Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania, that has kept him on top of the point series. He was at risk of losing his points lead. As Curt Kramer, we look at some of the highlights. Got some nice hang time on that jump right there. That ramp you saw him go over has been reconfigured from what it was earlier in the weekend. It was a popper ramp. And of course, these nice donuts. Those are perfect donuts that he cut out there on the back side of the infield. It's just an awfully big space. Very easy to get lost out there on the infield, especially when there's that much dust kind of smoke screening it. As the other half of the Hall Brothers race team comes out, Matt Dishman and the Raminator. Now, as I said, this truck comes into this freestyle competition damaged. We'll see if he's able to get those slap wheelies that we're used to seeing from him. He's got those really aggressive Goodyear cut treads on that thing as he rips up the grass over there near the ride truck ramp. Right there is where he'd usually get the slap wheelie, and again with the broken axle shaft, I doubt he's going to be able to do that. Not the aggressive Matt Dishman we have been seeing so far this year. The four-wheel Jamboree freestyle competitions with the General Tire monster truck Thunder Drags, but laying down a good one. Got a little bit sideways over there. The camera crew losing him behind the trailers and the stage and all the storage area equipment back there, but comes flying back onto the infield. He's unfortunately having to spend a lot of time in this run trying to feel what the truck will do. That's going to end up hurting him in terms of being able to net a victory, but he's doing some nice donuts here. Dishman, nothing to be ashamed of in the Raminator. He's fighting through a broken truck, and he'll wrap it up right there, and you can see when he hits the brakes that left rear tire was still turning, so broken axle there in the rear. Matt Dishman coming out to cheer the crowd. It was short and sweet. It was strong. Going to give Christian Norman something to go after. Stay with us. Bigfoot is up next in Bloomsburg. this Sunday afternoon coverage from here in Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania. The General Tire Monster Truck Thunder Drags 2019 Freestyle competition continues. Christian Norman, the only guy in the field to defeat Mikey Vaughters in a freestyle right here on the track in the Lucas Oil Bigfoot 18 Wildfoot. Some of the old school fans might call this one. You see the throwback paint scheme on this truck. It looks awesome here in 2019. And Christian Norman has been representing the Bigfoot team well. Heavy right foot on this guy, showing that this team is not only an awesome race team, but they can rock the house in freestyle. Starting things off with some nice hang time there. And another one of his patented speed passes across the infield. Big hit for Christian Norman. He has put this truck in the trailer in pieces here on this 2019 Championship Series. And again, taking Bigfoot up a notch, I think, in the freestyle department. He's following in the footsteps of some great drivers from this team. Larry Swim, who was recently retired from the Bigfoot team. Head back to Arnold, Missouri. Christian Norman out of Pacific, Missouri, by way of the state of Florida. Really good representative for this camp as he heads toward the front stretch, and we'll lose him again back there, but quickly reemerges in front of the grandstands and heads for the tough truck lane. I'd say his momentum overall has been second only to Mikey Vaughters, but his hang time has been unmatched this year. You can see right there, gets these jumps wide open. Kind of an old school freestyle. He doesn't really do the two-wheel skills moves. He doesn't do any of the weird, the nose pick and moonwalk and all that, but he does love to fly this thing. He'll do the slap wheelies if traction allows, although here it's not been too friendly. Believe it or not, those big lugs don't do anything on this dry, loose dirt that's out here under this slick grass. It's just like ice skating. And Christian Norman trying to dig down and find something. You can see how slick the track is. Comes over the racing lane sideways. He's already gone past the 2-minute 30-second mark on the clock right now, so Norman probably a shoo-in for the freestyle victory at this point, but still going to complete a run. You know that he's not ready to stop this thing yet. He's having a blast out there on the infield of the Bloomsburg Fairground, down through that trench. That was put out there for drainage purposes. They had flooding that was so bad, it came up to, I believe, the 12-foot mark in some of these buildings. If you go into some of the facilities here, and look at that big hang time. That ramp he just went over, that's the reason that other jump was reconfigured. We will be telling you about that in just a moment. Christian Norman playing with this slick grass out there in Bigfoot. And almost hits one of the power poles. There's some water pumps and some other things and some electrical poles right there. Do not want to run over one of those. Very wisely gathers the truck up, backs up, and heads for the front stretch. Will he wrap it up or will he continue on? He's been going for almost 4 minutes right now, and he's still pushing the Bigfoot 18 machine. Putting a smoke screen up there in front of the grandstands on that gravel. A big air shot right there. Love seeing that steam back on the track here in Bloomsburg. Nice hit there for a couple of us monster truck nerds who remember the Wildfoot from the 93 season championship truck that year, and a great representative here at Christian Norman as he slides to a stop here in the Bigfoot 18 machine. He will take over the freestyle. What a run for Christian Norman to wrap things up here for the freestyle competition, but we are not done. Here in Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania, as the crowd cheers the king of the monster trucks. He will take that thing back to the pits. We're going to re-prep the track in a couple spots real quick. And when we come back, we have something a little different for you. Stay with us.
This Back Channel Productions program is presented in part by Crush This, For an inside look at the world of monster trucks, check out Crush This, available on iTunes, Spotify, and YouTube.
Welcome back to Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania, the Bloomsburg Fairgrounds for the 2019 General Tire Monster Truck Thunder Drags Freestyle action just wrapping up. This was moments ago. Mike Vaughters Sr. out of Hagerstown, Maryland, brought the safety clean Black Stallion out onto the track, did a couple jumps on the front stretch, and drove over in front of this ramp and parked this truck. Got out, started adjusting the ride height in his shocks, brought that truck down real low. You're about to see why. Mikey Vaughters, Overkill Evolution. Out of Carlton Place, Ontario, up in Canada by way of Williamsport, Maryland, he is about to take part in a recreation of one of the greatest stunts that's ever taken place in the monster truck industry on the infield of the Bloomsburg Fairgrounds 20 years ago to the hour. Right there, that guy, Mike Vaughters Sr., took the Black Stallion 2000, which was built in 1995 for the 1996 season, made its debut in January of 1996, and leapt over Andy Hoffman's Dodge Body Nightmare Machine. Now, 20 years later, again to the hour, Mikey Vaughters sets to recreate that stunt. He's wasted no time. Right for the ramp, and look at the rebound. It is a different era in the monster truck industry right now because Mike Sr., when he made that leap over Hoffman's Nightmare, it was spectacular, but he was a heck of a lot closer to the roof of the other truck. Mikey cleared that thing with room to spare and rebounded. What, another 80 feet? And he said he was going to go into a freestyle, but man, did the rear end of that truck spank the ground hard. Might be hurting just a little bit. That truck is built to spec, though. That thing survived it. I'm interested to see if he did any suspension damage. When his father did it back in 1999, they bent up some shock shafts, but that truck looked like it came through it in style. And Mike Sr.'s up on the mic. Let's listen in.
Very good when he didn't have school, and we talked about this a year or so ago. We kind of forgot about it. Then I got together with Jeff Lucky, and he said, "So what are you gonna do this year?" I'm going, "Oh my, it is 19. We got to do something." So we put this together real quick. We called Emily and with the promotion company, and we put this together, and he just done an awesome job.
That's one proud father right there. I'll tell you what, you don't usually see Mike Sr. that excited. Look at this hang time. They were worried about him clearing that thing. You could have stacked another monster truck on top of it. The rear end slammed in the ground, and then the truck flew another, 70, 80 feet right there with the nose up in the air. The rebound was just insane on that hit. Mikey making his way to the stage now. Tell you what, the attrition rate may have been a little bit high this weekend. 4 freestyles in 3 days. It has been a tight group of events, but man, has it been awesome to wrap it up this way. It's been a rush being here in Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania. Some awesome action. We wrap it up this way again. The rebound on this hit was just insane. Watch this thing fly. That landing was about as spectacular as that jump. Very happy to be here to witness that. Tim Howard has caught up with father and son. Tim, Take it away, my friend.
All right, guys, I'm here with Mike Vaughters Sr., Mike Vaughters II, repeating history of 20 years ago, jumping the Andy Hoffman Nightmare. What an amazing jump. You definitely got the height, you definitely got the distance. How did it feel to fly over Dad's truck?
It was really fast, actually. I actually had some front end troubles. The front differential was starting to go away, so I knew we had to get the jump done quick. So I had a lot of momentum. I didn't know what was going to happen. I just wanted to make sure I cleared that truck, and it was pretty spectacular inside and outside the truck.
Man, it was amazing. Great film. Dad, man, how did it feel to have the boy jump over you 20 years later? He was pretty young when you did the first one.
Yeah, it was an awesome feeling. A guy that used to hang out with us at all the jamborees, he was actually here today, and he was sitting in the stands beside Mikey, and just a good feeling, being able to come back, 20 years to the hour almost, and to be able to do that. And I remember Mikey, how excited he was when I did that, and we were just talking how he was, when we got back home, he was trying to find some kind of video on it. The only thing we had was a camcorder video, and we watched that over and over again. So it's just neat. I mean, yeah, people's jump farther and higher, but I tell you, there's been some pretty big monster truck. I mean, jumping over trucks. I tell you, we could have put a good many more out there and did it, but we'll see what the future brings. Kind of fun at these jamborees. Of course, you remember when I jumped over a truck backwards, and
yeah.
So we may do some more stuff here in the future, but Mikey's going to do it.
Yeah. That had been a great dad moment, man, for you to see him do that, man. It was great for us to be a witness to it, and congratulations. We, of course, look forward to more to come. I know V2 Vids is going to have some stuff going on this, so make sure you guys check it out.
Also want to thank Back Channel Productions for letting me use some footage on this weekend. You guys do some great filming, so thank you guys, and keep subscribing to these guys. They got awesome content.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you later. Next show down the road, man.
Did it, baby. V2 Vids, Back Channel Productions. Love you guys.